and welcome back to the Steam Workshop. My name is Mark and I'm the lead engineer on the Effie restoration for the Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway. And here's what I've been up to this week. So what I've got on the table here, this is all the pin work. So where all the pins go through all the joints to join to the bearings, I've made these plates which screw on, or they have got a countersunk screw onto the end of the pin, and then there is an M6 stainless steel bolt, which then once that's located in its hole, the bolt goes through and it retains that pin in its location, just like that. Yep, so I've done that to all the half-inch pins. The 7/16 pins, I'm having to remachine those, not remachine them, sorry, I've got to buy a new ream, or I've ordered a new reamer, because the holes on the reamer that we have, they're slightly undersized, so I'm getting a slightly better reamer to do that job, but that will hopefully all come next week. So next up we have the cylinders. Now the cylinders have all been bored out and the new liners have been pressed in. Also the new valve openings, or the valve ports, have been machined in as well, so they're looking lovely. I've currently got the old piston rods and pistons in the cylinder, just to make sure that the cylinder end cover has got a concentric hole in the end of it, because we've had to slightly machine down the outer face there to be inserted into our new cylinder liner. Have I got the right one here? Yeah, so that slips in the end there and is bolted on. So yeah, not bad bit of progress there. Neil helped out massively this week. He did all my machining for me on these. So boring out the cylinders over a 9-inch length, that's quite an achievement. The cylinder liners that I sourced were perfect. They went in lovely, and we've been able to create the valve ports as we would like them, and that has been done twice. Cheers Neil for all the help. Now what we've got next is the slide bars. Now the slide bars were surface ground a couple of weeks ago by myself, and yesterday they have got this lovely engraved oil groove on both sides put in, and that was John on his CNC machine. I just had to load the materials in and press play, but John did the majority of the hard work there. But yeah, they look absolutely spectacular. They now need to go away for hardening. I was going to case harden them, but I think cyanide hardening is going to be a much better process for us. So I'm going to get both these slide bars shipped off to get hardened. You can really see, because the metal scratches super easy, so they are really not hard enough to be slide bars. So with the new wavy lines in, these are now ready to be hardened. Now work has been started on the new pistons, so the cast iron slugs that I purchased, I have faced them both, so it is now at its final thickness, so that's 1 3/4 inches for the piston thickness. The hole has been bored for the piston rod and threaded, and a counter bore in the top. The piston rods, they have been turned down and screw cut a thread into them. It's quite a fine thread that I've gone for on this, and they screw in to the pistons, and then with the counter bore on the end of it, that counter bore there is for a retaining nut. So it's not only is it going to be threaded in with some high temperature Loctite, there's also going to be a nut on the end. What I've got here now is the valve chests. So the only progress really made on the valve chest this week is the valve buckles have been started. So I've turned a boss on the end, so the new piston, the valve rod will enter in here, and the support valve rod will be screwed into the back. That's a job for next week. But the internal dimensions have been bored to suit what is going to be the valve when that comes to sit inside that. But that is unfortunately we ran out of time this week, so that'll be a job for next week, getting those valves done. But the valve buckles, they are 90% there, and yeah, really looking quite nice. Now this wheel set, I procrastinated last week and avoided doing it. This week I tried to do it, and unfortunately our hydraulic press isn't quite up to the job. 10 tons was as high as I could go on our press, so I wasn't able to press these axles out, so we will have to find someone with a bigger press to separate this for us. One thing I have been doing is I've been soaking the grub screw holes here with acetone to try and break down all the Loctite. There's an absolute puddle of Loctite in the bottom of all these holes, which a lot of people do to glue these eccentrics into place, making sure they're not slipping, gluing the grub screws in. It's all with Loctite, and yeah, unfortunately these are seized solid, so I'm trying to free them up. I'm soaking them in acetone every now and again, just pouring a little bit down the holes, leave it to soak, and I have to rotate it because they're all at different angles as well, which is mighty fine. But yeah, I haven't avoided doing it, I just can't do it, so I've got to find a workaround on that one. I think I've covered everything I've done this week, and everything other people have done for me this week. Yeah, so massive thank you for Neil's help in machining my cylinders out and getting the cylinder liners sorted. Thank you for John's help for the CNC work he's been doing. And yeah, it's not been too bad a week, bloody cold. But yeah, more of the same next week. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you next time.